The future of Gosport lies in the developing culture. Like any spaces that has lots of people living in it, culture is what develops out of it and is produced by the people. And then that increases the visitors to the area to experience that culture.
There is plenty of older buildings which, with an appropriate amount of investment and care, could become the hub for more business, more activity. What Gosport really needs, I think, is more business, more employment here, more high quality employment. And frankly, if I was starting a business today, particularly in the tech industry, particularly where I wanted to employ young people living in a really great environment, I would be wanting to look at Gosport and how I can work with local authorities, work with government to invest in some of these historic buildings to turn them into really, really fantastic places to work.
I feel very optimistic about. There are a lot of targeted strategic decisions being made, but within the community there is that optimism, I think, and people start talking to each other. I can see from the first time I start talking to people to now, and you can see those people regularly meet. These are really good signs. So I think it's bright.
Off the back of this investment, we've been able to think about the legacy that this program is delivering here in Gosport. We've seen a whole range of other partners who are lining up to work with the organisations, groups and initiatives that are taking place here in the town centre. And a lot of that is to do with the program and the investment that's been made over the course of the High Street Has programme. We are really excited to see what the groups are able to do with the training and the collaboration opportunities that have come about as part of this program.
Continued improvements to our historical assets and maintaining the character of Gosport is important. Gosport will continue to be a great place for families to live. We have all the facilities that the residents need. They just need to take advantage of them.
Heritage and sailing are Gosport's number one and number two things, the top two things. We've got them both in abundance. So if we look at that as our two things to develop, I think the future's fantastic for Gosport. And it can offer in both those more than a place like Fareham, more than a place like Portsmouth. So they are extremely, I think the future's bright.
The waterfront is the future of Gosport. I think if we can create a big centre on the waterfront that attracts visitors to our side of the harbour, I think it would regenerate, reinvigorate this whole end of town. I know it's a big project, so I've been banging on about it for 20 years that we should have an opera house down there, but the site's there, and if we use that site well, it could regenerate Gosport for another 50 years.
Having something here to come for is key for me. And at the moment, I think Gosport's still trying to find that reason. But once it has that reason, I think this will be a very, very nice place to visit.
HAS has been the start of our journey, and really now we follow on with our Levelling Up funding, and that will really connect the waterfront and those heritage attractions for everybody to come and see, and hopefully we'll attract more visitors.